It's Sunday. We're back in. I'm gonna get right into it. Today is another Forex video. Let me just get rid of that fucking noise. So guys. So today, I want to talk about COT, and I want to give you guys a info or a tip on how to. This is basically another smart money tool that you can utilize on your own so that you can actually take more trades and become a better profitable trader. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to, I'm going to explain to you what COT news is in Forex, and I'm also going to explain why we use it. Okay? So COT stands for Commitment of Traders, as you can see here on the screen, and what that means is basically the commitment of traders that we're looking at are the commitment of smart money traders, retail traders, etc., the banks, institutions. As you know if you watch my videos, when people talk about smart money in Forex, they're talking about the banks and institutions, because smart money creates all those things you see on YouTube, the supply and demand. They create the gaps, whatever it is, from any concept, any ICT thing. It's all from banks and institutions most of the time. So the commitment of traders, the COT report, it shows us what big market speculators are doing, guys. And they release weekly publications that show the aggregate holdings of different market participants in the U.S. market. A COT report, basically, guys, is very important in our trading because it's the best way to visually understand where big players are positioned in the market and how big money has flowed into the market. Okay, so now that you know that, when you go to this site, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to scroll down all the way until you see until you see currency legacy reports. So there's current traders and financial futures reports, and then if you scroll down, there's current legacy reports. So I want you guys to click the short format of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and click short format right there. Once you're doing that, we're going to see a sheet here, okay? And first, before we scroll down, let me tell you what all this let me tell you what all this means real quick. So let's look at here. As you notice, you can see probably the British pound, Japanese yen on the left side of the screen at the top. So for example, up here, this is the British pound where I'm highlighting. And this was released by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And basically, what you're looking at here is there's three sections. There's the non-commercial. Those are a type of traders. There's the commercial, and then there's the non-reportable positions. I will go over them each. It's really simple. The commercial is the banks and institutions, aka the large hedgers. Blah blah blah. They have very deep pockets in the market, and they're more of long-term players. So long-term structure, long-term movement. And they actually trade and enter the markets less frequently, guys, than the non-commercials, which is the institutions. So the commercial is the banks and institutions, and the non-commercial is the large speculators, aka institutions. So the commercials are the banks, and then the non-commercials are the institutions, okay? And hedge funds. So the non-reportable positions, the non-reportable positions are basically you and I, what they call dumb money. These are people that have small capital in the market. These are people that have small capital inside of the market. So what they'll do is, these are basically, sorry guys, I'm talking all weird. These are basically retail traders. So the COT, the non-commercial is the institution / hedge funds. The commercial is the banks, and the non-reportable positions is the retail traders. And so when you look under each category, you'll notice that we have under non-commercial, aka the institutions and the hedge funds, it will tell you their actual contracts, their positions inside of the Forex market. So their longs, their shorts, their buys and sells. And these positions are updated every single week. So if we look at the banks, since they're more long term, we can see that for the British pound, the banks are more short, in the long term for GBP US, for just GBP, the British pound. So let me just go to GBP USD real quick, and let me look at this. And so they're short on the long term. And as you guys can see, that website that I actually show you will actually kind of correlate here with the actual price chart. And what I mean by correlate is if you look here, we're on the 4-hour time. We're on the 4-hour time frame on GBP USD, and we are basically, right, as of now, currently we are in down structure, meaning we are bearish. We're descending right now. And yeah, even on the daily we're descending, on the weekly, and these are all long-term time frames. And if you notice, they're all going down. The black is red on my screen, and the white is the bullish candles. The 4-hour, everything is going down. And if you notice, doesn't this correlate with what I just showed you? GBP under the commercials. So the commercials are the bank. So basically, what we know from here is short under commercials. The word short. There is a larger number under short positions than the long position. So that means the banks are more short than long. Okay, and this was updated the 19th. Today is the 24th, and so it's been about blah blah. And for the banks, since they're more long term, it doesn't matter that the date was a couple days ago, because their bias still remains. So let's look at the non-commercials a little different. Let's look at the non-commercial. So the non-commercial, aka the institutions and the hedge funds, they are, let's look under them. They are long. They have more longer contracts. Contracts, it says it right here, guys. Upper left, contracts of GBP, and these are their commitments. So it's showing you the commitments of the AKA the hedge funds and the institutions. So smart money commitments, and these are all smart money except for the last section where it says non-reportable. But as we look here, the commitments, there are more commitments of the long side on GBP than there are anything else. So, and that is for the banks and institutions. Sorry, the banks specifically overpower the institutions and the hedge funds, even though the bank is technically an institution. But in this specific category, when we look at the non-commercial, the commercial is always going to be basically like your higher time frame structure, your higher time frame trend, and the non-commercial is like your current trend. So the commitments is more long. We have more long contracts, more long positions on GBP in terms of the short term, and which can make sense. But since I don't see any buying or any longing on this chart, which is GBP, what I'm going to do, what will be smart, is to actually wait for price to come up where we are right now, which is right here on the screen. The smart thing to do is actually to wait for price to break out and show us that there is demand, because it looks like price is just going down. So we need price to go up drastically in high volume with a giant candle to actually prove that the institutions are in. And they'll do that through order blocks and fair value gaps, blah, blah. That's how you know they're in the market. So they were in the market here. And as if you know structure, guys, on every time frame, structure always has to come back and fill, because the news creates structure. Because when you're trading smart money, you should be trading volatility, because smart money is the banks and institutions, and then the market only moves when you see orange and red on your economic calendar. And the reason is because the orange and the red actually stand for the volatility. It actually stands for the volatility. So the red stands for what the fuck? The red stands for high impact. The orange stands for medium impact. The yellow stands for low impact. So we're only trading the medium and high impact news, guys. And so this week here is full of that because I had it filtered. So tomorrow is Monday. We have USD news. Okay, blah, blah. So since we have some medium impact news and we don't have any GBP news on the screen until, let's see, until later, guys. We don't even have GBP news this week at all. I mean, technically Europe is UK is in Europe, so that's technically GBP news, and that's on Wednesday. So what I'm looking for, based on what I just showed you guys on this website, is I'm actually going to focus on this pair British pound, but I'm only gonna focus on what the non-commercials are doing. So I'm gonna wait until the news or something until I see price come and retrace, because like I said, when there's orange and red news, it creates what's called an imbalance in the market, because a balanced market, guys, as you know, is down, up, down, or up, down, up. That looks like a market, right? But when there's news, guys, when there's volatility, it kind of destroys the norm of what you're looking at right here. And the new norm becomes down drastically, maybe a little bit of up, maybe a little down. And that's because there's all this volatility in the market, and that creates those gaps. The volatility, the news creates the order blocks, creates the gaps that you guys trade. So it's important that you guys understand what's going on in the market. You don't need to know exactly what everything means. I would recommend getting more into it if you're into Forex, but if you don't have to learn every single one of these, just all you need to know is that the news simply moves the market. And you show up and you look, and you just want to at least do the minimum, because if you don't know what this stuff means, on minimum you want to know when this stuff is happening. Okay, so that will help you not really lose so much in the market, because you already know what's happening. And yeah, you'll lose sometimes, but at least you'll know. You'll have more bias. Okay, so right now we're in down structure on GBP USD, and the long term, we know from the commitment of traders from this would be considered a fundamental analysis tool. On the long term, the banks are long on the British pound. But the banks haven't shown us that we're long on the British pound, because the banks haven't even entered the market yet, because the market is still going down. So if they are on the long term buying, it would kind of make sense, because on the higher time frames, the market structure is going up. But we still need to see on the lower time frame either a break of structure right here on this on that high, followed by some gaps in order blocks. So after every news event, let's say news comes out and it breaks the structure. Because it broke the structure, there will be gaps in order blocks and imbalance gaps, fair value gaps left behind. So once price breaks the structure, we can actually set an alert and actually look to enter right here in the lower part of the range, and then go back up. So boom, boom, boom. So yeah, guys, this was just a little quick tutorial. Today is actually Sunday. I'm actually doing Sunday structure today. Every single Sunday, you should reset your chart and erase it and do your Sunday structure. That's what I do, guys. But if you guys want to know more about how we utilize this website in our trading and want to know more, just contact me at Instagram. I also have a Discord. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's literally only $49 to get in. And yes, I put it that cheap on purpose, because I don't see why you I'm not gonna make you guys pay a lot of money, because I'm more concerned with you guys learning it, and that's also why I made it so low. So like I said, it is monthly though. It is monthly. And I'm leaving it on monthly on purpose, because I want you guys to actually take this seriously and be scared that the fact that it's monthly, that you have to be forced to show up every day and put in the work. So, yeah, guys. So we have tons of stuff in the group. We have my full strategies in here, step by step, on my video. I have ebooks in here. I have tons of resources. I have a whole chart gallery showing you examples of everything that we trade and everything that you learn. The first thing you're going to learn before you look for setups is market structure, because you guys need to know the trend before actually making any money with Forex, right? So the first thing you're going to do is I'm going to teach you market structure, and then after you learn market structure, then you have the skill to identify gaps, order blocks, and things like that. And then you can start trading. And then those are consistent, because these trade setups are just consistent as the news that you see every week on the Forex market. And yeah, guys, I have so much information here for you guys to learn and start trading, guys. And I really want you guys to join this group. It's not expensive at all. And if you think $40, $50 is a lot, then you probably shouldn't be trading anyway, because there's people out here that charge $400 for their trading groups, $200. And also, this is investing. You need to be used to spending money. You need to be like, oh, okay, yeah, how much am I have to pay? That's just what it is. That's just how it is. And if you don't want to do that, and if you just don't have it right now, that's perfectly fine. You can ask me questions. You can go on YouTube. You can read some of my stuff. You can do plenty of free things before you even join. But yeah, I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys. If you guys are interested in the Discord, come join us. I would love for you guys to come in here and come chill with us, because we literally, sometimes I'll like randomly wake up at like 3 in the morning and I'll just get on the call and I'll just start being weird and just live streaming and then trade. We talk about other things in the group too. We don't just talk about Forex. We talk about other business stuff, entrepreneurialism, spirituality, things like that. So if you guys are interested in that, I really want you guys to come in. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys have a great week. And yeah, guys, this was just basically to show you guys this website I use. It's called CFTC.gov. I will send it in the bio or description. And if you're watching this on Instagram Reel, what you can do is you can go ahead and comment, send me the website. Send me the website on if you're watching this on the Reel on Instagram or YouTube. Comment, send me, or just comment, send me info or something. Just comment something. Yeah, comment, send me info. Yeah, guys, peace. Hope you guys have a good day.